There's nothing quite like the fresh, foresty air in the morning on a very foggy morning. Wow, look at this. Extremely foggy today, but I have big plans, guys. It is now October, so time is passing. Yes, things are happening quickly, and we need to start getting ready for when it really gets colder and the snow is going to come. Yeah, not really looking forward to that. That's always a struggle, but something that we definitely have to plan for. Now, on the bright side, when the snow comes, that means that wood prices and wood chip prices specifically are really high. So that's also something we need to start thinking about, is getting ourselves a wood chipper, some reliable transportation with the trailers of some sort, and just thinking about that whole aspect, because that's going to really like launch us into the next level of financial security here. And that's kind of what we want, right? We want to make tons and tons of money off this beautiful, bountiful land that we have here. But today, to start with, there is one thing that I particularly want right away, and it shouldn't take us very long to get it, and that is a winch. That's going to make it a whole lot easier for us to just consolidate all our logs in one specific area, and then from that area, we can go ahead and load them up onto our trailer here and bring them over to sell. So that's definitely something I want, and the winch is relatively cheap too. I believe it's only about, I don't know, 8,000, something like that. So we should be able to get that in a load or two. That's number one. Number two, as I alluded to earlier, I do want to start getting into some sort of wood chipping device. Now there's a couple options available to us, and they're all expensive. So we're going to have to make some serious cash if we're going to do that. And to do that, we're going to start with the winch. So as always, like we do, we're going to go ahead and cut down some trees, right? That's kind of our job here. We cut down trees. So yeah, let me hook up, and we are going to go ahead and do a little bit of scouting, see if we can't find ourselves a nice patch of lodgepole pines or something that's going to make us some money. Well, look at this little guy all by his lonesome out here. No friends, no nothing. I think that maybe we should target this guy first. He's all by himself. No one should have to be all by themselves, right? Let's kind of help him out here. I know it's not a lodgepole, but it'll do. No. Did I do what I think I did? Hey, God. Oh, boy. Wow. We just tickled our truck with the tip of the tree. How fortuitous. But that could have been a disaster if we didn't play that incorrect. I don't know. How do we play that to begin with? Not correctly, I would say. All right, branches are all cleaned off. I have our marker set to 6 meters. That's our desired length here. I know some people in the comments had mentioned going bigger, but I think 6 meters is perfect for us because it's right where we can load everything into our trailer. Just fits like a glove in there, and it's not too hard to work with either. I mean, like the shorter end, not the shorter, but the smaller sticks, the toothpicks at the end, we could just pick them up. So it's pretty easy, pretty good if you ask me. All right, there we go. She's all cut up. I'm gonna go ahead and start hauling this stuff into our trailer here. Just got to get into a good position. Hopefully this is all right. I'm kind of going at it with like reckless abandon right now. I didn't put any support legs down or nothing. So whoa, okay. Maybe I should have done that. It's getting a little hectic here. We still got it, though. We got it. Right? Nothing to worry about. There we go. Successful. All right, let's go ahead and just get our legs down, though. I mean, why not? We'll get them down just enough so that we're not, like, launching ourselves off the ground there. And we can still drive forward as we need to, because we are going to have to be maneuverable to get most of these logs here. Hauling logs all day. This is what we do here. It's what we were born and bred for. Just wish they were bigger logs. Right now we've got not anything super great. Oh yeah, look at this chunker I got coming in right here. This is like, I probably could have jumped out and just grabbed this by hand. I don't even know why I bothered doing it like this. Okay, that's the last of the tree. Not a very big one, but still, it's something. Let's go find another one. There's a nice little patch right ahead of us here. And, oh, looks like we've already done a little bit of work over here. Okay. I'm going to start laying down some of these trees. Hopefully not. Oh, wow, there's actually a bunch of stuff over. Okay, you know what? Let me start grabbing all these bits and bobs that are just hanging around here. I didn't realize I had so much stuff just kind of being disregarded. All right, how are we looking here? Obviously, it's not going to be a tremendous tree forest, but it'll be something. Just got to cut down the size. Really, only 2 cuts, 6 meter and a 4.8. So that's our aspen. Now there was something else over here. I don't know why I took my flashlight out for this, but oh, here it is. Okay. And what are you cut into? Let's see. 6 meters. 6 meter. Okay, so clearly this is an area where we were cutting already. Let me just go ahead and... Can I not grab you? What's going on here? Okay, that appears to be just like stuck. So that's kind of unfortunate. It's like gonna jackknife us into the ground. We can't have that. All right, I gotta see if I can move this with our tractor or something. Maybe if I just go ahead and push on it from the far end, and that'll kind of straighten things out a little bit. There we go. Oh, too much. Okay, that wasn't helpful. That wasn't helpful at all. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of rearranging now. I think I see a little piece of a lodge pole. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Can I grab it though? Gonna be a tight squeeze. It's kind of close to the truck. Hey, we got, whoa, that was like, I don't even know what happened there. The claw just went crazy for a second, but we got it. Now I think it's officially time for us to start cutting down some, there's more there. Okay, just gonna ignore it for now because I want to cut down some bigger stuff. If we just stop and collect every tiny little branch that we come across, we're not gonna make any money, so we can't do that. That feels, oh, how did you sneak by? I was gonna say that feels good. I got everything laid down. Didn't realize I had this little sucker right here just kind of chilling out. Get this last Scotch pine and then get to doing a lot of delimbing and loading onto our truck here. I think we're only gonna really be able to fit like maybe one of these trees. So after that, we'll have to go sell and see how far that gets us in our quest for getting a winch. Okay, I got 2 trees fully cut up, delimbed, the works, everything. They're ready to go. And I've got some other pieces over here that I didn't even realize were there, but we're going to load these up as much as we can. It would be nice if I could get both because that should bring in some decent money. Either way, I think we'll have enough this trip that we'll be able to afford the winch. And I've actually been brainstorming a little bit of a plan too for when we do get the winch. There's something I want to do that I think is going to help us out big time, and it's going to kind of eliminate this whole issue we're having that we're seeing right here with all these little pieces like hanging around. Should get rid of that completely. So let me go ahead and get to loading here. Whoa, things are being a little bit weird right now. I'm not sure what that was about. Let's see. Which side are we looking at? Okay, we want this side. Yeah. Oh. Okay, never mind. I gotta go back this way. Didn't realize I was going the wrong way there. So about the plan I was telling you about, you would kind of love to know what that is, right? We're just gonna have to wait until I'm done. I'll let you know as soon as we get our winch. Okay, I think I got all I'm gonna get on here. Take a look. Yeah, that's a nice load right there. Look at that. There's something stuck underneath us. Let's see. Can we swap you? Dibbity-doo. One more. And I think, there we go. Okay. All right, off to the lumber mill. Let's sell what we got. See what we can make. Fog is still here. Can barely even see what's going on. You just barely make out the lumber mill like dead ahead. And I wish this wasn't this lumber mill building. This is the most annoying building to back into. There's other ones that you could literally just drive through, drop off your logs. But no, we got to have the one where it's enclosed in the top and you got to back into it. Beautiful. All right, let's do a little bit of a back-end job here. Try and do this and not make a fool of myself. Okay, very good, very good. Beautiful Hugz. Woo. Way better than I was expecting myself to do. Top out. And who's working today? Let's see. Okay, don't go in there. Oh, it's Man Bun. What's up, man? How's it going? Yeah. Oh, yeah, things are real busy here. Got it. Let's sell this stuff. How much are we going to make here? 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, 8,000. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't think I had like a single lodge pole in there. That's way more than I was expecting, actually. Now let's go to winches. 8,500 is exactly what we need. Ooh. We can go get it right now. Let's go do that. I'm gonna go drop off my crane and my trailer, and we're gonna go pick up a winch, guys. Do want to make sure that I park my trailer right next to the spot I was doing all my logging. Otherwise, I run the risk of kind of like losing. There they are over there. I don't want to lose track of them and forget where I put them. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's them. Okay, perfect, perfect. And this actually looks like a nice big flat open spot to consider putting the next phase of the plan, which we'll get to a little bit later. For now, let's go ahead and detach. Beautiful. And off to the shop we go. Jeez, I can't see anything up ahead. This is out of control, this fog. What does it look like from in here? Oh, it's not any better. Not any better at all. But the shop is up here somewhere. I know that for sure. All right, ye olde techno shop, even though it doesn't have the techno music anymore, which is a little bit sad if you ask me, but hey, things change. I get it. Let's go ahead and buy our winch. I feel like I should get a sale price for buying it here, you know? Oh, no, I hit no. Whoops. There we go. That's what we want to do. We want to do yes. And off we go. Where is it? There it is. Whoa, right next to our tractor. Okay. Now, the only downside of this Challenger tractor, now that I'm thinking about it, is that we can't have a front and a back. If we had a different tractor, we probably could have had the winch in the front and the trailer in the back, and, you know, Bob's your uncle. Bam, you're ready to go. But no, now we got to do a lot of detaching and attaching. But that's kind of fine, I suppose, because we're going to leave the trailer wherever we're going to stockpile our logs anyway. So now that we have our winch, let's talk about phase 2 of our plan here. Ooh, a little bit tight spot to negotiate. Here we go. Oh, man. Okay. Phase 2 of our plan is going to involve cementing an area and using that as our log storage. That way nothing gets lost in the grass, and we're going to have a dedicated place where we can put all the trees we chop down for storage. I know we're probably going to sell most of them like immediately, but there is a scenario where we want to save stuff. You know, we've done it in past seasons, and I'm sure we're going to do it again. But just having a space where we can drag all the logs with the winch and then process them all there is going to be a big welcome change. So that's kind of the next step. We are going to have to sell a little bit more first before we can do that, because obviously we're going to need a little bit of money if we're going to do some landscaping. Now, just out of curiosity, let me see here. Can I attach these two guys? I should be able to. Let's go. Oh, 3 guys. Sorry. Go 1, and then 2, and then 3. You gonna reach? Not gonna reach. Whoa, hang on. Showed up for a second there. Needed to be closer. Needed to be much closer. Well, we got 2. So that's good enough, right? Let's go ahead and back up to this one, and then we should be able to attach it from there. Let's see. Is that gonna be enough? Yeah, that should be more than enough. Yep, there we go. Okay, so bam, we could, oh, hang on. We got branches. Let me get rid of these real quick. Nobody wants branches on their beautiful lodge poles. Oh, quite a few branches too. What was I doing before? Okay, much better. Now we can drag these all around and not have to like try and hunt them down, hunt and peck for them in this long grass. We can just put them, I don't know, maybe right next to our tent. Somewhere over there. Yeah, I think that would be a good spot. So let's go ahead and do that. And our tent, man, that's another thing we're going to have to think about replacing soon here. Getting an actual place to live. So there we go. There's all our logs dropped off in one nice neat pile. Now, the forest is essentially our oyster here. We can go and just cut down whatever we want and just drag it right over here. So let's go and find a couple more big trees, something that we want to harvest, and let's do exactly that. Let's drag them over there and get a whole bunch of stuff ready to be processed. I see a bunch of lodge poles over. Oh, this one's a baby. Dang it. Tricked me. I thought it was a fully grown tree, but no. Well, either way, we'll take these because this is certainly a fully grown tree, as well as the Scotch pines that are surrounding it. Timber! Okay, that was a little anticlimactic, but you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and delimb all these and get them hooked up to our winch and dragged over to our tent. Oh, the other nice thing about this is that we can like push all these logs together too. We can lower this guy with a little bit of a tap of the V key and then go right at the base. And I should be able to get these right next to each other. And look at the world border. How weird that looks. Should be able to push these like bam, right? Oh yeah, that feels good. I think I'm going to go and try and push that Scotch pine so that it lines up a little bit better with the rest of those. Look at this lodgepole. He's really living on the edge right there. The world border and him are like one. Okay. If I do this correctly, I should be able to grab all 3 of these lickety split, no problem whatsoever. And I'm thinking that I did do it correctly. There's one. Oh, no. Jumped in by accident. There was one. There's no. It's starting to go crazy on me. And there's 3. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna let out a little bit of line too, just so that we have some room to maneuver here. All right, back it up, and I'm gonna cut it to the left. I think that'll work. And that should push everything around, and we can go ahead and drag it over to base camp. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Right next to each other. Let's detach right there. Yes, I love it. Okay, I think I'm going to do a little bit of pushing here. Just get everything nice and lined up, so that way when we come through with our crane, very, very easy to pick everything up. Okay, there we go. Looking good. Looking very, very good. I'm going to go ahead and take 1 lodgepole and 1 Scotch pine, and we're going to process those, and that's going to be what we're going to bring over to sell to fund our parking lot, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. Our processing area that's going to be full of cement where we park our stuff. Okay? I'm going to break out the chainsaw, do a little cutting here. And I'll tell you what, it can be a little bit spooky out here in the woods sometimes. You think you're hearing footsteps all around you, but it's really just your own footsteps. Echoing off the trees, I guess, or something. I don't know. Maybe it's deer meandering around, something like that. Okay, that's everything processed. I initially planned to only do 2, but I figured I got the chainsaw. I may as well just, get busy, do everything so that way it's done. And it is indeed done. So we're going to get a full load here, and we're going to go over to the lumber mill and sell as much as we can. Okay, I think that should be good. Obviously, it's not a tremendous amount, but I'm really just going for enough here so that we can make our area, and that should be plenty. So off to the lumber mill we go. Time to sell our goods, and then we can start to make our little processing area here where we're going to store everything nice and neat. And I think I also have a couple log storage solution mods installed. So we'll look at some of those too and see if we can't find something that'll make our life a little bit easier maybe. And I'm going completely the wrong way. Let's go back the right way. Oh, lumber mill, where are you? Can't see it at all through the trees. Oh, there it is. All right, I think I do need to try and get our crane in a little bit before we get there. That should be perfect right there. Okay. Now I can back it in, not have to worry about hitting the top of the roof before my logs get in there. Back it in we go, and beautiful. Oh boy, okay, that was a fun little drive. How are we looking here? All right, we got this guy now. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and sell what we got. I'm gonna guess maybe 5 grand. Whoa, 7,900. Whoa. Okay, way more than I was thinking. Man, I was way off, huh? All right, well, let's get back and let's, I don't know, check out what we're going to do here. I really don't have a plan in my head, so we're kind of just going to be winging this. Let me pull you. I'm going to pull this guy off to the side somewhere, just kind of away from the whole area, because this middle spot right here, that's what we're going to be rocking with. Let's go ahead and shut off our tractor and hop out here. So, into the landscaping view we go. Look at our little circle expand and grow. Let's go to landscaping, sculpting. No, painting. Yes, painting's what we want. Okay, what would be a good texture for us to go with here? Boy, oh boy. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to do a little bit of. Did anything even happen there? Oh, okay, there it is a little bit. What's this called? Just concrete. Okay, I don't know if I like that concrete. I'm going to keep looking through here and see what we got. All right, I think I found what we're going to go with, and it's this asphalt right here. I just kind of was doing some like test areas, and this kind of looked the best to me. So, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been doing my test areas over there. Should have been doing them over here next to our actual area that we're going to be doing this. Oh well. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get this nice and big. I want it to be super big. And I do have a mod installed that lets us lock the axis. So it'll just go on a perfect straight line for us, and then we can work from there. And yeah, see how that goes. So I think we'll start at our tent here. We'll go up and down, and I'll just kind of build out a footprint here of how I want this to look. Boy, that is getting expensive. Okay, I gotta be a little bit mindful here of how much I'm spending, because we can't exactly do this all willy-nilly. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this as sort of our footprint right here for now. Ooh, look at all those stumps. Oh boy. Wow, didn't see all those until I did this. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You have to do something about that. Those are like little landmines in there. That is nuts. Okay, well, that feels good though. I don't like how this looks though. See that little dip right there? So I'm gonna go and just do a little bit of smoothing, a little softening. Sometimes you just got to give it a nice little soft touch, you know? Okay. Couldn't get rid of that little spot right there. Not sure why, to be honest, but everything else looks pretty good. Looks very good, actually. Let's head out of here. Oh, look at that. We'll be able to drag all of our trees over here and not have a giant mess and grass that we can't see anything through. It'll be so nice. We'll be able to see everything. This is beautiful. I got to get rid of these stumps, though. How much is a stump cutter? Let's see. 27,000 for this Prinoth SF900. What other options do we have here? Really none, if I'm being honest, unless we want to get an excavator, and then we could do something, or if we want to get a mulcher, but there's no way we can run a mulcher off the equipment that we got. Although these guys are only 200 horsepower, 147 kilowatts. That's actually not terrible. What is the thing that we have? Let me see. I don't remember exactly the White's statisticals, so let's take a look here. Or the Challenger, pardon me. Okay, all right, we only have 160 horsepower. So we're a little bit short there. We have to do a little bit of upgrading, I think. And yeah, okay. Well, people say this all the time. And let me just show you something, everybody. You can't cut the stumps with your chainsaw, okay? It doesn't work. You know how many comments I get where people are like, oh, you just put your chainsaw vertical and it gets rid of this. No, it doesn't do that, guys. The only way it does that is if you have a mod installed that lets you do it that way. There's no other way, okay? So please, don't leave any comments suggesting that. Well, I think for now, we're just gonna have to live with the stumps. Yeah, no way around it. We'll have to make some more money, get ourselves a stump cutter. It's not too expensive, shouldn't take too long, but I think we'll save that for another day. Today, we'll just focus on getting a whole bunch of logs in here, and I'll try and keep them over on this side, because this is the clear side. Oh, and actually, hang on, there's one other thing that I completely forgot and I wanted to check out. Check it out, guys. I have this mod installed right here. It's a log piling area with wood posts. The log piling area with support posts, it has an invisible wall blocking only logs, so you can stack your logs in there and they won't go anywhere. I've never used this thing before though, so I'm really not sure how it works. You know what? Let's try it out. Let's try one out and just see how it looks. We'll put it right at the edge there. Oh, why did it have to do that? Come on, man. At least I'm able to soften it a little bit. Wow, how annoying that is though. Okay, let's check this out and see how this actually works here, because I have no clue. It's supposed to block only the logs, so you can stack those in there and they should stack up nicely. Like, can I run through here? No, I can't run through those, obviously. Let me go grab my winch and see if we could push the logs over there. I think what I'll do, I'll hook up to a couple of these pieces right here with our winch, and we'll just drag them in and see how they interact. Go right there. We'll take these three to start with. This could be a really nice solution for storing some logs here. Okay, there's our three. Let's go ahead and pull them in. Now, I don't think this is automatic or anything. I think, oh, okay. Can I actually get in there? That's the next question. A little bit of a tight squeeze. Oh, maybe we can't fit. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess we'll leave it like that. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm such a fan, to be honest. Let me see. If I go backwards and I just push these, are they gonna like stop? That's my question. Are they gonna go right through? Oh, they do kind of stop. Oh, interesting. So none of them should be hitting that post right there. I'm gonna go all the way backwards and just see if they stop at some sort of invisible wall. Yeah, they do. Look at that. Ah. So that's how it works. And then when you want to get them out, what do you have to do? I guess you just have to grab them with your claw? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to try pushing this one over and see if the same wall will interact with it from this way. That probably made no sense. Made no sense to me too. But basically I want to push it here and see if there's a wall in the front or only in the back. There's a wall in the front too. Okay. I need to figure out how high this wall is and see if I can use my crane to actually like pick stuff up. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this, guys, but it is an option. If you have any suggestions or anything, leave them in the comments down below, because I've been racking my brain trying to figure out the best way to store logs here. And it's not an easy like thing to find a solution for without using mods, and then that kind of almost ruins the immersion and the experience. So I'm trying not to do that as much as possible and come up with something that looks natural, at least like it would actually exist, you know? All right, this is kind of working out, just pushing them over here. At least I have an area dedicated to log storage. I'm probably going to mess around with that a lot more off camera, just to figure out how it's supposed to work. And then maybe if I do figure it out, I'll let you guys know on an upcoming episode, or it may just mysteriously disappear and we might never talk about it again. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, there we go. I got one log left over there, but I think that's where I'm gonna just do it for now. I'm getting tired of pushing the logs around like this. I feel like this maybe is meant for full-size trees. I could try that in the future instead of these smaller sections, because these don't fit between these little guideposts right here. So I feel like that's what's kind of making it not make a whole lot of sense, if you know what I mean. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you got to say. As always, have yourself a beautiful day, everyone, and I will see you on the next one.